And I think our community is realizing something needs to change.
You're not imagining it.
This is an everybody, everywhere concern.
Crimes involving young people and guns are going up.
Some of the crimes that hit us at our very core, it's, am I safe doing this, or am I safe doing that? Are my kids safe? Those are the kind of increases we are seeing in this community. Even though we've had a lot of attempts at intervention, we're not seeing a sustained improvement.
From stolen vehicles leading to dangerous police pursuits.
We've had a 200% increase in the number of auto thefts that have happened. When those cars are stolen, they're often used in other crimes.
To gun violence.
Often all dealing with very young perpetrators. Like when I say young, juveniles. They are 14, 15, 16, 17 years old and participating in very, very dangerous acts.
Just this month, within a week of each other, 2 elementary students brought guns to school in Grand Rapids.
We have a broken community. We used to say it takes a village, but where's the village?
For months, Fox 17 has been working behind the scenes, discussing what's driving the problem and how we can be a part of the solution.
We gathered community leaders together, community members, people from law enforcement, people from the nonprofit community, people from the business community, and we listened.
The conversations that we've had and that we do have within our newsroom, I think that's the most important on where do we go from here, rather than just displaying this bad thing that's happened in our community. Going beyond that.
The result is A Path Forward, a Fox 17 initiative aimed at lifting up young people through engagement, partnerships, and storytelling.
We have the obligation to not only inform, but also to do good.
How we cover crime is intentional.
These connections and these resources we now have are just going to make our storytelling so much better, so much more impactful.
You'll also notice a concerted effort to celebrate successes and highlight the people and organizations making a difference.
If we start really focusing on everything we have in common instead of our differences, we'll see that we have more things in common to lead us to each other. That way we can love on one another.
A Path Forward is our commitment to address obstacles, connect families with resources, and create lasting change, building bridges for a safer West Michigan.
The only way this problem is going to be solved is if everyone collectively comes together and does the work.
I think sometimes our community will step back because of the bad, but I think if we keep facing that and keep loving, we're going to see change, because light covers darkness.
All we're saying is that we refuse to let things perpetuate the same way it's been and watch our community and our families be destroyed. We want to do something together, so we as a group together are going to be that force of change. Believe in the change. Take the journey with us.
Well, that was Janice Allen reporting. If you have an idea, person or program or maybe group we should connect with, go to our website, fox17online.com, and click on the Path Forward tab. Or right now, you can pull out your phone and scan that QR code on your screen. You can see all of our reporting on this so far there.